And if you'd like to see me live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page. And guess what? You can see him live right here in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 FM studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you. Well, I'm not, Miss Yolanda's not here. She's still under the weather. We'll be back here on Wednesday, and I'm sitting in for her. I just want to let you know today is what we call sports talk. That's right. Today is Monday. Today is sports talk, and I want to do something crazy on today. I want to leave the telephone lines available, and the number you can call in on today is 757-624-9475. Again, that's 757-624-9475. Well, we want to thank our sponsors. That's right. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Bulvick Academy. That's all you have to do is go to bulvickacademy.com and click and listen live. And you can see one of the greatest games in the whole wide world. And you can learn more about what's going on with the bullying. And not only that, we want to thank Mr. Chris Hinton so much for Beer Gods. That's right. Beer Gods. You want men, if you want your beard looking good, and tell me they got products for the ladies also. So if you want your beard to looking good, go to Beer Gods. That's right. Beer Gods. And ask for Mr. Chris Hinton. And guess what? He can hook you up with the best product you ever need to know about the beard. I use it myself. That's right. I use it myself. And guess what? I got nice grade of, because gray hair is hard to maintain. So I got a good grade and I got it under control and I'm handling it nice. And thank you also for FYI Radio Show and for being a great sponsor to us. That's beergods.com. And to Crystal Records, we want to say thank you so very, very much. And, for all that you have done for FYI Radio Show. Again, the telephone number to dial is 757-624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial if you would like to talk to me today. That's right. I got some great sports news, and I got a lot of haters out there. I got a lot of people out there that want to dialogue with me. That's right. That wants to dialogue with me. You can. I'm live in the studio, so I ain't running and hiding like some of the folks I know. And so we're going to get right down to the real nitty gritty of what's going on in the sports world. That's right. I'm quite sure that you saw on yesterday all the sports, all the games that was on yesterday. Week 2. That's right. Week number 2 is what we was looking at on yesterday. So the night game that would be the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing against the Falcons. And, so you don't want to miss that on tonight. Let's get down to it. I begin to look at the Cleveland Browns and the Jaguars. When I looked at the Cleveland Browns and the Jaguars, I said to myself, we beat the Browns last week, but the Browns came back and beat the Jaguars in Everbanks Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, beat the Jaguars 18-13. And Trevor Lawrence, who was a quarterback, he passed for 220 yards, and Watson passed for 186 yards. But that guy from the Browns named Jeudy, That's right. Jordy, he received 5 passes for 73 yards. So the score was 18-13. My hat's off to the Cleveland Browns for beating them Jaguars. So the Jaguars, your squad, you ought to give your squad a shout out. Again, the telephone number to dial is 757-624-9475. If you want to talk to me today, you can. I want some congratulations to the Green Bay Packers. They beat the Indianapolis Colts on yesterday. The Green Bay Packers beat the Indianapolis Colts, and our hats off to the Green Bay. You're back on in the bucket again, and the score was 16-10. That fella by the name of, oh no, he don't play with him no more. I know the Packers miss Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers is with the New York Jets. Also want to say congratulations to our good friend Mr. Cedric Bailey. He's a Raider fan. Listen, I was thinking about Mr. Bailey on yesterday, and he told me a long song and dance the other day when they lost in week 1 that he is no longer going to be a Raiders fan. He said they washed up. So he said that I don't expect him to win no more. So guess what? He's happy now. He's back on the Raiders side, and the Raiders won yesterday 26-23. So I'm saying congratulations to the Raiders. The Indianapolis Chargers, they beat the Chargers beat the Carolina Panthers. That was 26. I don't even want to go to the next score. I flip over top of that. Now the Giants broke history yesterday. I was so surprised yesterday morning, when I looked at the New York Giants. The New York Giants, they lost again to the Commanders. That's what some folks are saying. Well, the Commanders, you won. You finally won. You was playing with the Giants, and the Giants they lost. They it wasn't no surprise, but the score was 21-18. That the Commanders and the Giants was wrestling for last place. The Jets did a wonderful job on yesterday. The Jets beat, yeah, that's right, Aaron Rodgers and the gang beat Joe Joyner and his team, the Tennessee Titans, 24-17. That's right. So that was a good barn burner there on yesterday. And then turn around and Chicago Bears, they lost yesterday. Buffalo Bills, and I give you more scores right about now. The Buffalo Bills, they beat the Miami Dolphins. That's that other Jonah boy, that one named Riley Jonah. His team lost yesterday also, and the Buffalo Bills beat them 31-10. Now, if you want to voice your opinion, you want to talk to me, you can. You can pick up the telephone and give me a call at 757-624-9723. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Detroit Lions. Yeah, TB. Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Detroit Lions. And somebody asked me yesterday one of the craziest questions in the world: is Tom Brady still a part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I said no, and no. He's a commentator now. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Detroit Lions. That's right. The Detroit Lions, they won 20-16. And the Packers beat the Colts 16-10, and the Jets beat the Titans 24-17. Congratulations to them winners, to the winners. And then all of a sudden, my good friend out of Oklahoma, he wouldn't even call me, and that his name was Brian. He wouldn't even give me a call as the Minnesota Vikings beat the 49ers 23-17. Then the Seahawks turned around and beat the New England Patriots 23-20. And then I told you that the Chargers beat the Panthers 26-3. The Panthers, what are y'all doing out there? Carolina Panthers, come on, you got to get it together. And then the Commanders beat the Giants 21-18, the Cleveland Browns 18-13, Raiders 26-23, and the Cardinals beat the Rams. That's right, the Cardinals beat the Rams 41-10. Now the Rams now is 0-2. They kicked off the season, didn't win the first game, nor did they win the second game. So that makes them and 0-2. Well, I really don't want to say this, but I got a little call this morning. Well, I got a call last night about Denver Broncos. Well, Denver Broncos lost last night, and Pastor Rooks is so happy this morning that the Pittsburgh Steelers won 13-16. Well, they won't plan anybody because I'm going to the phone line. I'm going to the phone line. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. You on the air? You on the air?
Hello?
Yes, sir. How are you? How are you? Good morning. How are you? Good morning. I guess you don't want to talk.
Well, them boys.
What boys you talking about, sir?
Them boys.
You talking about them boys, them good old boys? Well, they lost last night. They lost yesterday to a great team. They lost to the what's the name of that team? They done beat us so bad. I don't even want to mention their name. They lost last night to one of the greatest teams there is, and the score was 44. The New Orleans Saints beat the Cowboys yesterday, 44 to. I know y'all happy now. 44-19. That's right. The Cowboys lost yesterday. So the lines are open. If you want to give us a call to 757-624-9475, you can do it now. So I said that the Pittsburgh Steelers, they beat the Broncos 13-6, and what a great game that was. And so then the Cincinnati Bengals, you talking about a barn burner, a good game. Yesterday, when I looked at the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Cincinnati Bengals, I said, now that was a touch and go game. Yeah, that was a touch and go game just to see the Kansas City Chiefs almost lose. Yeah, the Bengals was totally upset. They lost by 1 point, 25-26. And then the Tennessee Titans, they played last night rather, and the score was 19-13 against the Chicago Bears. So my hat's off to all the winning team. If your team won, give me a call. Give me a call at 757-624-9475. And if you're a New York Giant fan, congratulations to you. Now, when I begin to look at the Cowboys and the Cowboys stats yesterday, I was really, really totally upset with the Cowboys stats. I looked at the Cowboys stats against the Saints. Dak Prescott, he passed for 293 yards, and he threw one interception, and he threw one touchdown. 2 touchdowns and one interception. That's 293 yards that Dak Prescott threw. And then Ron Dewey attempted to rush for 30 yards, seven attempts and 30 yards. That's for the Cowboys. But the barn burner, the straw that broke the back of it was for the Saints. The Saints didn't come. The Saints came to town. They brought New Orleans. They brought the Monograph. They brought everybody with them when they played against them boys, them Cowboys. So when the Saints came to town in Cowboy City, they really came and bought it. The quarterback D. Carr, he passed for 243 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that running back, that Camaro, 20 attempts for 115 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, come on, Cowboys. You got to do better than what you did yesterday. And yes, I'm going down to the Cowboys. I'm going to talk to the team, and I'm going to let them know that I'm not pleased with them. The telephone number to dial is 757-624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. If you want to put your 2 cents in and talk about your favorite team, you can do that. If you want to talk about them Cowboys, you can do that too. But I want y'all to know that the Commanders finally won. Yep, the Commanders finally won a game against a scrub team, against the Giants. The Giants, they lost the first game and they turned around and lost this second game to the Commanders. So that means the Commanders are 1-1. That's right. They tied with Dallas with 1-1, and they looked pretty good on yesterday. They was at Landover Field, and Daniels, who's a young quarterback they have, he he passed for 226 yards, and congratulations to him. And so we give our hats off goes to them, and we saying congratulations to you. But the Jets came back, and I got to look at the Jets, and y'all got to give Aaron Rodgers. They said the old man is gone, but the old man, he passed for 176 yards on yesterday, and he scored two touchdowns. So our hats off to the Jets. And the Tennessee Titans, Levi, he only passed for 192 yards and threw one touchdown, but he still lost the game. When you playing that football, and I know some of y'all are happy and going hoo hoop to do because your team won. Look at the Steelers. Look at the Steelers. They're 2-0 now. So we're happy that the Steelers had won on yesterday. The score was 13-6. That's right, 13-6. Let's look at the stats. The Jay Fields, who is the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he threw for 117 yards and one touchdown. Well, Nix, who was a quarterback for the Broncos, he threw for 246 yards and no touchdown. And Harris had 17 attempts and 69 yards. And Nix, he rushed for had four attempts and 25 yards. Well, we're trying to figure out where they come, how did they get these touchdowns? Well, we'll find that out later on. So you got to keep yourself right there tuned to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. This FYI, this is Sports Talk. If you want to talk sports with me, call me 757-624-9475. Yes, how about them Cowboys? Yes, I'm one to admit that my Cowboys went down the drain on yesterday, but guess what? They still them boys, and they still going to the Super Bowl. That's right. I am predicting that the Cowboys, they got their first loss, which was yesterday against those New Orleans Saints. That's a great big whipping that we got, but that's something to show us that, hey, look, we're going all the way from now all the way to the bank. That's right. So when I looked at the Kansas City Chiefs last night against the Bengals, the score was 25-26. Mahomes, he passed for 151 yards. When I began to look at that, it was just like everybody wants to pass, everybody wants to run. The holes was open and was a great defensive game that Kansas City played on yesterday. Great defensive game. So my hat's off to the Bengals. Well, the Bengals, well, you still are 0-2. That's right. The Bengals, if you're a Cincinnati fan, well, y'all still an 0-2, and that makes the Kansas City a 2-0. And I'm going to say my hat's off to Boris, who was the Bengals quarterback. 258 yards and two touchdowns. And he was so disappointed because they lost by 1 point. 1 point. So, hey, better luck next time. But if you want to talk to me, give me a call at 757-624-9475. That's 757-624-9475. If you want to shout out your team, you can do it now. If you want to talk about your little team, whatever your team may be, Tennessee Titans, Chicago Bears, or the Commanders, Philadelphia Eagles, if you want to talk about your team, the 49ers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you can do it now. I don't hear too much chatter, but I guarantee since the Cowboys lost, the phone should be jumping off the hook. 757-624-9475. They are America's team. Okay. Don't forget tonight's game. There's going to be a great big ball game on tonight. The Falcons will be playing against the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles in my division. And guess what? I'm hoping that the Falcons lose tonight. That's right. I'm hoping that the Falcons lose tonight. And guess what? If they lose, well, I'm hoping that the Eagles lose tonight so they can be tied with us. Hoping that they lose tonight, and so that they be tied with the Cowboys. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be good games this week, and don't forget next week's game. If your team playing next week, and you might want to say, okay, I'm gonna call today and let them know better luck next time. Well, if you want to talk to me, you can 757-624-9475. That's 757-624-9475. That's the number to dial if you want to talk to me about your team. That's right. If you want to talk to me about your team, you can. I'm giving you an opportunity to, if you want to talk about the Cowboys, you can. Whatever team you want to talk about, I'm leaving the lines open for you to talk about my team if you feel like you want to talk about. So, hey, so the telephone number to dial is 757-624-9475. That's 624-9475. That's the number to dial. And so, listen, I want to do something like this morning, if you allow me. Miss Yolanda Hinton's newest one, Make It All Right. Sing, Miss Hinton.
Sometimes get away all by yourself when the storm comes. Gonna press you down. You can go to a place and he will comfort you. I know he'll make it alright. Sometimes you gotta get away. Talk to the Lord. Tell him about all your problems. Tell what is wrong when there's nobody else who will understand. I know he'll make it alright. Say he'll make it alright. I know he'll make it alright. I know he'll make it alright. I know he'll make it alright. Go to a place where the Lord can comfort you. I know he'll make it alright. He'll make it alright. I know he'll make it alright. I believe he'll make it alright. He said he'll make it alright. Go to a place and the Lord will comfort you. I know he'll make it alright. Sometimes seem like you can't break through, 'cause you're scared and you're worried and you're gonna cast all the cares to the Lord and pray. I know he'll make it alright. He'll make it alright. I know he'll make it alright. I know he'll make it alright. I know he'll make it alright. Go to a place and the Lord will comfort you. I know he'll make it alright. When you can't see the way and you try every day to trust and believe in God's word, I know without a doubt the Lord will truly bring you. I know he'll make it alright. Make it alright. Just trust him, make it alright. And believe he'll make it alright. His word says, go to the place and the Lord will comfort you. I know he'll make it alright.
That's Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, Make It All Right. You heard it right here on FYI Radio Show. My God, what a powerful, powerful song that is. Make It All Right. Brought to you by the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. Make It All Right. You can get these, you can get them wherever music is being sold. You can pick that CD up. I want to go back to a little bit more sports as I begin to look at the charts again. The coach of the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Jerry Jones, called the Cowboys a blowout. He called them a blowout, and losing to the Saints was disappointing to him. Well, I looked at it also. I'm with you, Jerry. I'm with you, my friend. Yeah, losing to the Saints like that. I mean, in our own stadium, in our own house, and they blew us out 44 points. I mean, come on, Cowboys. You can do better than that. Well, so I want y'all to know also that the 49ers lost also. So you tell them folks that's going up against the Cowboys that their day is coming. Well, the Raiders pull it out. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers did it. Now Philadelphia Eagles play tonight, and so we're gonna see what they do. The Commanders, they did it. They won. So all the teams that won, especially my good friend Aaron Rodgers from the New York Jets, and I knew Green Bay wanted him back. So I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him and saying, congratulations, Aaron. That Aaron Rodgers, that they didn't throw you out in the Patriots, because you showed up beat Tennessee Titans 24-17. That's right. Tennessee Titans lost to the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers and all that green, 24-17, and 176 yards he passed for, and 2 touchdowns. The next time you see a Tennessee Titans fan like my nephew, Mr. Tracy Francis, you tell Tracy Francis that you're here to hear first on FYI radio show that his team lost. Going to the phone lines. Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Them boys. Them boys. Them boys. Them boys.
I think we got a bad connection, because that's what somebody's saying, them boys. Well, you know that them boys, they the good old boys. They that's all they want to say. Them boys, them good old boys. Yes, they are the good old boys. And yes, the Cowboys we lost yesterday. I want all of y'all to hear it here straight from me, that the Cowboys lost yesterday, but we shall return. So we weren't the only one lost yesterday. The 49ers lost to the Green People Eater, that they lost to the Minnesota Vikings 23-17. So guess what? I'm getting out of here. I gave y'all an opportunity. If y'all want to call me and talk to me about my team, you could have done it. So today, guess what? I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you having a wonderful day. And I hope that, guess what? You keep on listening to FYI with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Don't forget to join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10, right here in WPCE 1400, WGPL 1350, Peace 95.3 FM, and WMVA 88.9 FM. And on all social media platforms. That's right. On all social media platforms. I feel kind of lonely. I feel kind of lost in the booth today. The host of the show. Hurry up back, Miss Hinton. Y'all tell her I said it. Hurry up back, because, hey, we miss her here on FYI. Until Wednesday, have a wonderful day, okay? Bye now.
Life is pure as snow, no sorrow, no. I heard this love is meant for me. For I am now.
We will now join. Well, we thank you so very, very much. Hey, to tuning in. For those who are listening all over, thank you so much. And don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when the host of the Most Talked About Radio Show comes back. I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait when the host of the Most Talked About Radio Show returns. And I'm crossing my fingers, dotting my I's, and crossing my T's that she'll make her debut back here on Wednesday. I'm Ed Everett. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL on all social media platforms of WMVA 88.9. And listen, Peace 95.3. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor and you are intern, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us on Facebook at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or you can email us. That's right, you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Well, until Wednesday, it's been a BALL, a ball. Got to get up and get out of here. Talk to you later, okay? 2 up. 2 down, VA. Bye now.